こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、リーズユナイテッドに関する動画です。リーズファンのチャンネルである Kagey1v1 のチャンネルでは、最新のリーズの移籍ニュースや噂についてリアクションしています。この動画では特に、ゴールキーパーと右サイドバックの補強に関連し、鈴木彩艶と毎熊晟矢についても話しています。彩艶は価格も高くなるだろうし、リーズには手が届かない選手だと話し、毎熊については良い選手であり、確実な補強になるだろうと推しています。実際にどのように話しているのかチェックしてみましょう。
What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Kagey's back. It is time for another edition of Transfer Talk. Excuse me if I sound just a little bit different today, a bit stuffy. I'm getting over the man flu. You know how it is, people. But I'm going to get through it. But if I do miss out a little detail here and there, don't crucify me in the comments because my mind's a little bit cloudy. But we're going to get into it today. We've been linked with a couple of players, and I've got to say, I'm not enamored with either one of them. First of all, Daniel Peretz is up. Goalkeeper, Israeli international, at Bayern Munich currently. And according to Bild, Leeds United are in talks to sign this goalkeeper on loan, as Bayern Munich don't want him to go permanently, but he's allowed to leave on loan. But he does have interest from Burnley and, more importantly, PSV, who are playing Champions League football. And I hope with everything in my being that he goes to PSV. I don't want any parts of Daniel Peretz. This guy, first of all, it's a bad sign if this was true. Obviously, this is all rumors, people. Nothing's confirmed. Let me just make that clear. But for Leeds United to be going for a new number one and it being someone that's played less than 10 league games over the last year is a concern and a red flag straight away for me. There's one area where we can't skimper and save on, and it's the goalkeeper. The goalkeeping position saves you points. That's just the truth of it. There's other positions where you don't have to spend that much because it's not that important. Goalkeeper is absolutely imperative. And this guy as well wants guaranteed first-team football. And if he's the disaster that I've seen, then that can't be happening. That just can't happen. So for me, I hope that this is just rubbish coming from Germany as he's looking for a move away. I hope PSV is in his future and that Leeds have nothing to do with this one. And for me, it would be a bad sign of recruitment as well to say that we're going in for a goalkeeper that isn't even a first choice somewhere. I want someone established. I want someone who is the number one elsewhere or could be a number one here. And I'm going to get into a couple of examples now. First of all, I think this one will be too expensive. Zion Suzuki, Japanese international, absolutely top goalkeeper, currently at Parma. He's probably got bigger things ahead of him, which is why I think this one is highly unlikely. And I think the price point would probably be too much. But again, I'm not against spending if it is an absolute stud that you're spending it on in goal. But he may not be attainable. I think his price point will be probably around 30 million, and then you're probably talking add-ons after that to get it to around 35 to 40. So it's very expensive and probably unrealistic. But someone who isn't unrealistic, but I just want to put it out there, Zion Suzuki, you are the man. But someone else who might not be unrealistic is Kepa, who is currently at Chelsea, who's on loan at Bournemouth this season. He's got 1 year left on that Chelsea deal. There was interest from Leverkusen previously, but Ten Hag has since taken over, and I'm not sure if he would like Kepa in goal. We'll wait and see. But obviously, if Leverkusen are interested and can guarantee first-team football, probably out of the running. But let me just say, he's had a very, very good season at Bournemouth, man. And the thing is with Kepa, what always weighs him down is the price that he went for, because he was never a £75 million goalkeeper. But that's not his fault, is it? You know what I mean? It's like Dan James. He's not, 25 million or 30 million pound winger, but we paid that for him. So it's not really on the player. But Kepa, for me, has had a real good season. I've been seeing him very, very solidly doing well for Bournemouth. He's got a lot of gifts as a goalkeeper. And if you're thinking of a Chelsea who will want to get his wages off the books, will obviously not loan him out for the last year of his contract. That makes absolutely no sense. If he's available for a nominal transfer fee, something very reasonable, I would absolutely go for Kepa as a number one option. I mean, listen, people, if you've seen him play this season, and I need that to be clear because I know some of you will be thinking of his Chelsea days where he didn't look like a £75 million goalkeeper, and that's fair. But I'm talking about present-day Kepa, and I think for a team where we're going to be, when we're talking about saving points, unlike Peretz, I don't think he does that because for me, I've seen Peretz. You basically may as well just clone Kiko and Melia and put them together and you get this guy. I don't want that. Kepa, though, gives you winning experience. He gives you leadership in the dressing room as well, knows how to win. For me, if Leeds United could be in this conversation, please do so. What say you? Moving on to another report, and again, this one is very, very loose, but I think it's all because Daniel Farkas here and Max Aarons is available while we've been linked with him. But there's rumors that we're in for Max Aarons again for 12 million. We know that he's rejected us once, and it's not like the Buendia situation where we know he rejected us, but it wasn't really out there. Max Aarons did put out an apology to Daniel Farkas for letting him down, feeling like he let him down when he chose Bournemouth. But Max Aarons hasn't pulled up any trees since he's moved to Bournemouth. And listen, again, don't blame him. He wanted Premier League move. He backed himself. That is fine. Didn't work out for him at Bournemouth. Went to Valencia, played 5 games, and I think he started 2 of those. So it hasn't exactly been a fruitful experience for Max Aarons. And for me, I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy in the Premier League. And I've said it before, we need genuine competition for Jayden Bogle. This is not about putting Jayden's nose out of joint. It's about making Leeds as strong as possible. And for me, Max Aarons comes in and at 12 million as well as a backup. That just can't run. No. And for me, he's no better than Jayden Bogle. So I would absolutely steer clear. I've already said my first choice would be to get Bright Asai Samuel on a free. But an alternative is Saya Makuma. Japanese international also. I think I'm just trying to recruit all house friends here. But he's a solid right back playing in the Eredivisie right now for AZ. 27 years old. Brilliant experience at international levels, had a really good season at PSV as well. And you're talking someone who's mobile, gets up and down, strong and stiff in the tackle pause. But he would be absolutely perfect. And again, this is one where he comes in and then it's not an outright thing of, wait there, who's first choice? Is it Jayden or is it Saya? You don't know. And that's what I want. I don't want someone to come in who you just know straight away is the backup that does the squad no good. And we have to recruit. Like, not that we're finishing for 17th. We've got to recruit like we're trying to go for 12th. That's how you escape a relegation, because if you're recruiting for 17th, you're probably going to finish 20th. So you have to be sure. You have to make sure you get it right. Like I say, I hope the Max Aarons news is just absolute, just lazy journalism, linking Aarons to Farka and giving them a reunion back together, because that does Leeds United no good. It doesn't no good. But Maikuma is it would be a solid choice for me if we could get him in a transfer. And I would take that above Max Aarons every day of the week.
次は解説です。やはり黒人らしいというような話し方であり、こういう英語も、こういう話し方も、発音も、文法も、かっこよく感じるものではないでしょうか。良いボキャブラリーも多くありましたので、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょ
う。A bit stuffy, I'm getting over the man flu.
スタッフィという単語は一見シンプルですが、3つの異なる意味を持つ多義語です。まず1つ目は、風などで鼻が詰まっている状態を表します。2つ目は、空気の流れが悪い部屋などで、息苦しいや、ムッとするという意味になり、夏場や密閉された空間でよく使われます。3つ目は、堅苦しいや、古臭いといった、態度や性格、雰囲気を表す意味で、人を形容する場合はやや否定的に使われます。このように、スタッフィは文脈によって意味が大きく変わるので、使い方には注意が必要です。マンフルは特にイギリスやオーストラリアでよく使われるユーモラスな表現です。男性が風邪などの軽い病気にかかった時に、その症状を実際よりも誇張して大げさに振る舞う様子を指します。例えば、少し喉が痛いだけでも、もうダメだといった態度を取ることを冗談交じりに表現します。この言葉は軽いジョークとして使われることが多いですが、性別に関するステレオタイプを含んでいるため、使用には注意が必要です。会話で自然に使えると、ネイティブの感覚にも近づけます。
A bit stuffy, I'm getting over the man flu. A bit stuffy, I'm getting over the man flu. A bit stuffy, I'm getting over the man flu. Don't crucify me in the comments.
クルシファイという動詞は、もともとは十字架にかけて処刑するという非常に強烈な宗教的意味を持っており、特にイエス・キリストの処刑に関して使われることが多い言葉です。現代では比喩的な意味で、誰かを非常に厳しく非難する。メディアや大衆に叩かれるというニュアンスでも使われることがあります。この場合、実際に命を奪うような意味ではなく、精神的、社会的に叩かれることを表しています。強い言葉なので、冗談で使うときは相手との関係性に注意が必要です。
Don't crucify me in the comments. Don't crucify me in the comments. And I've got to say, I'm not enamored with either one of them.
エナマーは、誰かを夢中にさせたり、魅了したりするという意味を持つフォーマルな表現です。日常会話で頻繁に使われるわけではありませんが、小説やエッセイ、評論文や感情表現を豊かにするための語彙としてよく登場します。使い方としては、 人や物が誰かを魅了するという構文で用いられ、受動体で使われることが多いです。恋愛だけでなく、美術や文化、考え方などへの情熱にも使える、非常に表現力の高い単語です。
And I've got to say, I'm not enamored with either one of them. And I've got to say, I'm not enamored with either one of them. There's one area where we can't skimp and save on.
スキンプは何かに必要な量、質、努力を惜しむ、つまり、ケチるや手を抜くといった意味で使われます。ネイティブの会話ではよく使われる表現で、特に何かをケチるなという形でよく使われます。お金だけでなく、時間、材料、注意力など幅広い対象に対して使える柔軟な動詞です。否定形で使うことで、相手に対して、ちゃんとやってねというニュアンスを含めることができ、フォーマルすぎず、日常会話、ビジネス英語の両方で通用する便利な語です。
There's one area where we can't skimp and save on. There's one area where we can't skimp and save on if it is an absolute stud.
スタッドは非常に多くの意味を持つ単語です。もともとは突起物や留め具といった物理的な意味が中心でしたが、そこから比喩的に種馬、性的に魅力的な男、モテ男、有能な男という俗語的な使い方が広まりました。また、アメリカ英語ではスポーツ文脈で優れた選手やスター選手として品質します。会話や SNS、スポーツ実況でも耳にすることの多いカジュアルな語なので、意味の幅を理解しておくことが大切です。
If it is an absolute stud, this is not about putting Jaden's nose out of joint. It's
put someone's nose out of joint は非常に英語らしい比喩表現の一つで、相手の気分を害したり、プライドを傷つけてしまう場面で使われます。文字通りには、鼻が外れるとなりますが、実際には、鼻をへし折るという日本語の言い回しに近く、相手の自尊心を傷つけたことを暗示します。職場の会話や日常の人間関係において、微妙な感情の動きを表すのに使われ、英語圏の文化的な比喩を理解するのにぴったりな表現です。
This is not about putting Jaden's nose out of joint. This is not about putting Jaden's nose out of joint.
いかがでしたか？鈴木彩艶の評価が上がり続けているのは誰の目から見ても明らかですが、プレミアリーグの昇格チームとはいえ、リーズユナイテッドのレベルのチームでは、手が届かないレベルにまで行ってしまったようです。確かにそれはそうだろうとも思えますが、森田英正や前田大然も、リーズに加入できたら良い移籍とも言えると思っていましたので、それを考えるとなおさら、鈴木彩艶が一段上のレベルにあると感じさせます。毎熊晟矢に関しても、リーズに加入できれば、とても良い移籍になるでしょうし、リーズファンから見ても、確実な良い補強になると、自信を持っているようです。昇格するよりも降格する方が簡単であることは明らかであり、すでに2シーズン連続で昇格チームが降格していることもあって、日本人プレイヤーがそこに大きな貢献をし、プレミアリーグ残留を達成する絵を想像すると、楽しみでしかありません。来シーズンのリーズには、また一段と楽しみに、期待して、応援したいと思いますし、実際の補強がどのように動いていくのか、また追っていきたいと思います。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。